Hello, Just Too Good here, back with another video, and today I'm taking a look at the most obscure licensed Lego sets. Now, what's a licensed Lego set? Well, in simple terms, it's a product made by Lego that's based off of another existing property by another copyright owner. So think of Lego Star Wars sets, that's a licensed set, or Lego superhero sets. There's been a ton of weird ones and kind of odd choices like Speed Racer sets, Lone Rangers, and Angry Bird sets. But I'm not looking at those because those were wide release sets. I'm looking at the very obscure ones that you probably never heard of. Even more obscure than the Ben 10 sets or the Galador sets, which have kind of become an icon for the worst Lego sets ever. So without further ado, let's get into this list. You're going to see a lot of weird stuff here. Oh, and I forgot to mention, all the music tracks used in this video will be listed in the bottom right corner. So the first set we're going to take a look at is Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium, the set. It was the 2007 set based on the 2007 movie that you probably don't remember because it didn't do too well in the box office despite a big push by Fox. The film starred Dustin Hoffman and Natalie Portman, but it's weird that they made a set based off of it with no minifigures whatsoever, because I remember in the movie there was this pretty cool location, which was the Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. It was like a toy shop. But no, they just decided to make this kind of lazy tie-in that was supposedly only exclusive to Target in the United States, which included 9 existing Lego models. The only thing that's relevant to the show is the name Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium on the box, because the 9 models were the black SUV, which was a polybag from before, the Triceratops, the Frog, Rescue Chopper, Speedboat, Whale, Animal Set, Aeroplane Set, and the Black I mean backhoe, not blackhoe. But anyways, on the box, it's weird to note the grammar on the name. It says Mr. Megorium's Big Book. There's no apostrophe showing that Mr. Megorium is owning the book, so it's just like a billion Mr. Megoriums, and then the word Big Book in all lowercase. I don't know, that doesn't seem grammatically correct to me. Either way, just an odd set with an odd tie-in that was a retail exclusive that you probably won't remember. So that's it for now. Now, I'm sure some of you have probably seen this character before, but never in Lego form, and that's the Julius the Monkey keychain from 2006. Very obscure license in terms of, or not really obscure, but obscure, you know, in terms of it being in Lego form, because the Julius and Friends clothesline was huge when this little keychain came out. I mean, every store had like a little Julius the Monkey outfit of some kind, like on a t-shirt or whatever. I just remember that in the mid-2000s. And this keychain came out in 2006. Of course, it's designed by Paul Frank, which his whole line was like, I think like the Paul Frank designer clothes. It's weird that they made a keychain based off of this, no sets whatsoever, which kind of makes sense because it doesn't, I don't think it would sell with kids if they made a set. But why make a whole new mold for the head of the minifigure? So that's kind of weird to me, but this keychain always stuck out to me because it's just so odd to have this character as a minifigure. So either way, that's the Paul Frank keychain. It was a promotional one. I don't think they really sold this in Lego stores from what I can tell. It's very hard to find, so it kind of goes for, I think, around $30 to $50 on Bricklink. So next up is the Lego Target set. Yeah, you're probably like, hey, there was a Lego Toys R Us set, I remember that. There was a Lego McDonald's set. Oh, Just Too Good reviewed that in July. But Lego Target set? Well, no. This was Target based on the store, yeah, but based on the Bullseye dog, which is the main advertising kind of mascot of Target. It's this cute little dog with a bullseye around his eye. There's actually 2 of these sets. The first one was in 2010, and what it is basically a gift card, but attached to the gift card is kind of this blister pack where you could build a bullseye. And so that's really cool. And I remember trying to get this set in 2010, but nobody wanted to buy a gift card for me. All they wanted to buy was Lego Toy Story sets. Like, ugh. Just kidding, I love Lego Toy Story sets, and those are the best gifts ever. Anyways, 2011 came along, and they were like, you know what, remember that bullseye set that kind of sold well? Let's make that, but add more pieces. And they added more pieces, same style, you know, gift card and everything, but now you can build a polar bear and a snowman. So all in all, these sets are really worth it because of one thing, which is a printed Target brick. That brick has become extremely rare nowadays, and it's kind of pricey on the Bricklink. Either way, I'm probably going to buy it off of Bricklink someday just for those little weird eye pieces, because then I can make my own Target store. And if you don't know what Target is, it's a superstore in the United States. I think it's also in Australia as well. They sell clothes, toys, electronics, and groceries. So yeah. Next up is the BR Lego Minifigure. Just like the Target dog, this was based on a mascot of a place, and this is based on the mascot of the shop BR, which is a toy shop across Northern Europe and in Denmark. And the whole point of this was celebrating the 50 years of the toy shop being open as a franchise. So that's all cool, but it's so cool to have a promotional minifigure who has an exclusive mold. I wish they would do this for more, but this came out in 2013, so it doesn't seem like they really changed anything. It was probably just a one-time thing for this polybag. Either way, it was kind of like a threshold promo there, so you would have to spend a certain amount to get one of these. And I always wanted these, and I think I'll get one eventually. They're pretty cheap on eBay, like ranging from $10 to $15. Did you know that Doctor Who wasn't the first venture between Lego and BBC? Actually, the first venture that I could think of was Little Robots. Now, these sets were Lego Explorer sets, meaning they were kind of, I guess, Duplo-like sets. They're aimed for kids before Duplo, so much younger kids than that, which are really young. But they're based off of the Little Robots TV show, which didn't air in the US as I could find. Like, I was looking to see if it ever aired in the US, and it doesn't seem like it did. But it was pretty, I mean, it aired in a lot of other countries. I don't know if it was popular or not. The deal with these sets were that they were only available in countries where it aired, and then on Shop at Home. So it was really hard to get these. I've seen a few listing on eBay from America, so I don't know how they got a hold of that. And they seem to go really cheap on eBay if you look at completed listings. Now, if you look at listings that are up right now, they're expensive for no reason. I don't know why. Next up is the only licensed Lego Major League Baseball sets by Lego. And the first one is a promotional minifigure given away at Fenway Stadium in 1999. There's a little event where Lego collaborated with the Boston Red Sox, and they just made this promotional minifigure with a printed torso that said Red Sox on it. They gave the older kids this minifigure, and then they gave the younger kids a little Duplo brick with their logo printed on it. Minifigure Price Guide has a pretty good write-up on it, and they even go into this Eurobricks post where somebody found 100 of them stashed away by their aunt. And these sell on eBay for around $100, so that person is going to make a pretty penny off of those. Either way, there was also another Major League Baseball set released in 2015. Part of Lego Day at the San Francisco Giants Stadium, they gave away this little baseball player, which is a Giants kind of a baseball player. I don't know if the logo is printed or anything like that, and much less information is known on this one than the Major League Baseball minifigure, but it's kind of surprising how recent this was. Either way, it doesn't look that interesting compared to the minifigure because it's just a brick-built figure other than a minifigure. So that's it for that. Now, many people want Top Gear sets, but did you know there was actually a Top Gear set released? Well, it was a promotional keychain, but it was released in 2012, part of the Top Gear magazine in the UK, and it was the Stig, which is, you know, that car driver that nobody knows who's under there until I think about the end of each little series. I don't watch Top Gear that much, honestly, or I don't think I've watched really a full episode ever, but my friends love Top Gear. So people who love Top Gear and are just finding out about this keychain, you probably want to check eBay for it because it's pretty darn rare. Either way, it was a 2012 thing. There was actually proposed Top Gear sets, but that's a story for another day. Maybe another canceled set video? I don't know. Next up are the Nesquik Bunny Lego licensed sets. There's 3 of them, all released around 2001 and 2002 as a co-promotion with Nesquik cereal and Nesquik instant milk in Europe. Now, I used to love the chocolate powder. That was like the best thing ever. I used to just scoop it up and put it in my mouth, which is very unhealthy, and I don't recommend anybody doing that. The strawberry one was awful. Nobody liked the strawberry one. Right, guys? Yeah. Anyways, there was 3 sets, and there's 2 studio ones, and then there was 1 racers ones. The studio one was the smallest, was just the Nesquik Bunny minifigure. The second one was a filming set with 2 studio's crew members, and then the Nesquik Bunny in a car. Then the last one was the Nesquik Rabbit Racer, which was a Lego Racer set. All you really had was the head and mask for him. Now the minifigure himself, just look at this guy. He's kind of like a predecessor to Chima. He has a mask mold that kind of has holes in it, just like the Chima minifigures have, showing kind of the eye print below or inside the minifigure. And the head inside there is freaking creepy. Look at that. I mean, I guess this is why Lego doesn't want to make Batman face prints where the eyes are kind of printed onto the head of the minifigure instead of having just this white band, because it looks scary without the little mask. Either way, I've been trying to track this guy down for a while, and getting this minifigure is very hard to get because in good condition at least. You can get it for around $30 used, but in a new condition it's going to cost you around $80. So that's it for the Nesquik sets. Next up are the LEGO Discovery Channel licensed sets. These were all released around 2003, and it's kind of weird that they just took the license of a channel. It's like releasing a Lego Nickelodeon set, and it's just like a blank studio. Because none of these were minifigure scale, it seems like. Except the Lunar Lander, which is probably my favorite because of that. Either way, they had about 6 sets, and they range from like $15 to all the way to like $90. And that's really it. There's not much else to say besides it's just kind of space sets, but they slapped the Discovery Channel kind of logo on it. So that's really it. Last up is every Lego Town co-promotion set. Because Lego Town had a whole bunch of them. Lego City had a few, and so yeah. We all know about the McDonald's one. There was McDonald's restaurant sets, and then there was McDonald's Happy Meal sets. I even did a review of the restaurant set. But did you know there was a Ramble oil platform set? Yeah, you know, for kids. And then there was a Dannon truck, you know, the people who make Danimals. There's a whole bunch of milk trucks too. There are ferry sets, and there was actually, the most recent one was in 2016 after a huge gap of none of them. And there was a whole bunch of airline sets, and there still are for Lego City. And they're not obscure, but there was always those shell kind of service stations. Also mail trucks, and there was even a chocolate factory, which was a licensed kind of a thing by Chocomel, which I never even heard of. It seems like a European brand. Actually, it was Nutricia in Holland. That's what it was owned by. And then there was, of course, the Mazurk. I can never pronounce that sets, which those aren't really obscure, but they're still kind of interesting. And even a UNICEF van. So yeah, all those co-promotions, they kind of have to be noted, and there's just a billion of them. One of my favorites isn't really a licensed set, because it's just kind of a promotional set packaged in with a licensed product, which was the Colgate set. It was just packaged in with a kind of tube of toothpaste, and then you got this little plane which had nothing to do with Colgate. So that's it for this video. If you guys know of any other obscure Lego licenses that I forgot to mention, leave them in the comments and tell me which one of these was your favorite, or just the funniest in general. And I'll see you guys later with more lists, hopefully soon. Bye.